guys, so you could tell what? I'm still in my pajamas. I'm not gonna change out right now because as you can tell by the title of this video, this is a review on the Certifeye Destiny Palette. Has a beautiful color story. Let's just hop right into it. Hey guys, so as you can tell by the intro of this video, the Destiny Palette, here's what it looks like. It's very, very pretty. The black here, which is the shade Potion.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Actually came shattered in the mail, but it didn't like get in any of the other shadows and mess them up, and I just kind of like sloppily repressed it with this plastic that was like already on it. So that's that. Can't do makeup with those on. My palette reviews, since I use like the palette before I review it, obviously I'm gonna try and insert photos of like looks I've done with it, or another look I've done with it that's kind of different from the one I actually do in the video, just to kind of show. So today,
Just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I think I want to play with like Hex, Brew, Alchemy, and then these green colors. Maybe Enchant. We'll see how it goes. You'd think I'd organize before I sit down, but I hope I played around with my camera settings a little bit. Is my mic plugged in? I don't think it is. I'm gonna go in with this brush. This is by BH Cosmetics. I think it's in their like Essential Eye line or something like that. Actually, it looks like it has shimmer in it, so I think I used it for my highlight at some point. But it's in their Essential Eye Kit or something like that, and I really like it. I really like BH brushes. Some of them are hits and misses, but for the most part the eye brushes are really good, so there's that. So I'm gonna go into Hex here, and something with these shadows right off the bat, I just want to like get my thoughts out there, is like you can see that there's not kickback. And when I was doing my look yesterday, I noticed that I hardly had any fallout except while working with these blue shades, which I find that blue shades typically have fallout. Me hardly having any fallout is absolutely insane, especially for the looks I do. I do very like dramatic, I go ham with my eyeshadows, and I'm a beast. I don't take things lightly. I'm a monster. I treat things like I'm a monster. So for me to not have much fallout is insane. And these shadows right off the bat aren't the most pigmented, and to me, my tongue's green because I was drinking tea all morning, by the way. To me, I really like that because quite a few times when brands just come out with palettes, maybe not necessarily mainstream brands, but lots of times newer brands, when they just come out with palettes, they're like, oh, pigment is what everybody wants, so they absolutely load up their palette with pigment, which, I mean, depending on your style of makeup, can be a good thing. But I think this palette is absolutely perfectly pigmented in a sense that you have control over it. A lot of times with palettes that you just dip your brush in and there's pigment everywhere, it's hard, and it's hard to have full control over your makeup, you know? I feel like with formula like this, you have that control and it's not taken away from you. So anyways, let's just get into this. I'm gonna put some Hex somewhere on my face. And they definitely, it's not like a shadow that you can't build up. These shadows you can completely build up to the color they are in the pan, which is great. Also, I don't set my primer, and I don't find that these get stuck in any weird places on my primer since I don't set it. And I don't find that these are patchy at all. I think they blend beautiful, they are beautiful, the pigmentation is beautiful. I'm in love. It is. But it's kind of different, you know, but it's really easy to just hold like this. It's not awkward. I don't feel like I'm gonna accidentally stick my nail in a shade, so that's nice. Another nice thing about being able to build up a shade is you kind of get a gradient going, you know, like you could apply a really light layer and really blend it out on the top, and it kind of looks like you're wearing more than one shadow. where with super pigmented eyeshadows, it's kind of hard to do that. Also, it's so easy to get a really muddy eyeshadow look with very pigmented shadows. And I was really going ham at this palette the other day, and my look did not get muddy, which I feel like with most palettes that were like, you know, insanely pigmented, like subcultured type thing, like it's easy to get muddy, and that would have gotten muddy if it was that way. So I always find that I always end up getting way too much like in this area, so I like to mainly focus it and like stop right here, and I still end up getting color there, but then when I have like a little bit left on the brush, I'll kind of go in and just apply some there, because I really do like, with my eye shape, I like more of the color focused in this area. This eye I ended up letting that shadow up a little high. I always end up blending stuff up high on this side. This is Born to Die by Sparrow Cosmetics. It's pretty light. It's borderline white, but it works great for my skin tone. So I'm just going to use that to kind of knock it down a little. There we go. I'm going to go to Alchemy, which, oh, my heater's on. Can you hear that? Maybe I should turn that off, but I'm cold. No, I'm not turning it off. I'm going to go into Alchemy. And then, should I take this on a smaller brush? I'm just going to focus that a little bit lower. So pretty. This palette, even though it's like, it's not a massive palette, but I think that this is like a perfect palette size. There's just so much you can do with it, and yes, I love it. Can you see how I have no fallout? I'm a monster. Normally at this point of the video, and it's pretty early in the video, I would have all kinds of fallout. I'm going to go in with a little bit of a smaller brush. Go in with Brew on the inner corner for sure, and maybe probably the outer corner too. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright, now I'm going to take my brush from before, kind of clean it off, and then blend out that top. I'm probably going to deepen it even more in the inner and outer with Enchant, or like really layer up Brew, because you can definitely build Brew up to what it is in the pan, but I just kind of wanted to darken it just a little bit before I went in with the green, which I think I'm going to do now. I think I'm going to start with Moss, and we'll see if I want to use the other one. So I'm just taking another BH Cosmetics brush. This one looks like it has a little bit more kickback than those brown shades, but still not hardly anything at all. So for this green, I am getting a little bit of fallout, like with the blues. Not as much as the blues, but I am getting some. Fallout doesn't bother me, like I'm sure most of you know if you've been here. Okay, now I'm just gonna blend out that green with a different brush, this big one we're using at the beginning. They just blend so well together. Deepen the inner and outer corner. Gonna go in with a little bit more Brew. One with Enchant, I think. Yeah. While this black is just like the rest of the colors, where you can build it up to be the color in the pan, because of its amount of pigment and just the way it blends out and everything, it is such a nice deepening shade. Lots of blacks you'll go in and it's like, oh, there's black on your eyes, and now it looks like a muddy mess. But this one is just perfect for really customizing these shades to get a deeper look. So I'm I'm gonna go in with that also. Just really focus that. I think that's as dark as I want it for now. So the only shades I have fallout with are the green and the black with this look. I'm going to clean up my fallout, do my lower lash line, finish my makeup. I think I want to put a glitter on this green. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a glitter on this green and then I'll be back. So here we are. I matched my tongue. So here is our situation going on. I did end up covering up that green with a glitter, but you can still see the green peeking through. I just wanted a green base for my glitter, you know what I'm saying? This palette a lot more than I originally thought I was going to. I think I definitely love the color story. I think it's beautiful and very unique. Makes me excited for fall. Is there a recent theme here on my channel or what? But I think the formula of this palette, when I started playing around with it, made me fall in love with it even more. You know, there's more to just having a good color story in a palette. You have to have like quality shadows and they have to be easy to work with. I think that this is such a beautiful formula. I am pumped about this palette. Certifeye, you did amazing. I love this. It's prime. I think this is amazing. Whether you're just getting into color or you have worked with color for a long time, this is a great palette. And it's also a palette that, you know, it's not just a colorful palette. You do have neutrals in here and you can do so many different things with this palette. I think that is an amazing thing. It really doesn't limit your creativity. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. If I'm gonna burp. If you have any questions at all, please leave it in the comments down below and I will do my best to answer. And I hope this video was helpful and have a great day. I'll see you in my next video if you watch it.